everyone, and welcome back to this channel, OHL in 20. This is where we break down all 20 OHL teams, including stats, player predictions, trades, and much more. Well, before day 5 gets underway tomorrow for the preseason, we have a few updates before we get into Friday's games. The first update, there was an OHL trade that happened today. It was between the Kitchener Rangers and the Brampton Steelheads. The Kitchener Rangers, they have acquired the right to Adam Valentini from the Brampton Steelheads in exchange for a 15th round pick of 2028 and 3 conditional picks in the second, third, and fourth round of 2028. So, what is this going to do for both Kitchener and Brampton? Well, in the past couple of videos, you would have heard me say that the Kitchener Rangers, in my prediction, are going to take a step back, where the Brampton Steelheads, we could see them more as that top 3 or 5 team in the league competitor. So the Kitchener Rangers, they've obviously acquired the Kitchener Rangers, they've obviously acquired the rights to Adam Valentini. Well, personally, I think that Valentini is going to be a great addition to this Kitchener Rangers organization. He's coming over from Brampton, so he does have that experience of playing in multiple settings, I would say. Brampton, I mean, they can't, you know, trade everybody, especially if, I mean, they've acquired great players. I mean, you've seen that Brampton has acquired the captain of the Erie Otters, where, there was just multiple trades going back and forth between other franchises and the Steelheads, where I think Brampton, they also want to acquire some draft picks in return. So maybe Adam Valentini, maybe he just wanted to change in scenery. Maybe Kitchener was looking for more offensive production on their roster, which is maybe why I think that Kitchener went out and acquired Valentini from Brampton. That's my prediction. But obviously, in return, Brampton does get a good couple of conditional draft picks for the future that they can build on. So the next conversation that I wanted to touch on, there were multiple signings, and even Mike Poirier on his YouTube channel, From the Booth with Mike, I highly recommend that you go check out his channel. He mentioned that there were just too many signings on his end that he could name. There's just too many for me to name, and they're all over the place. Especially as a Barrie Colts fan myself, they've also been signing a lot of individuals themselves. But the one signing I just wanted to touch up on, because I did mention this in one of my past videos, there was a lot of questions around Ben Pickell. Now, Ben Pickell, he spent a good majority of his OHL career with the Barrie Colts in the past, also spending the past 2 seasons in the OJHL with the Pickering Panthers and the Trenton Golden Hawks. We saw that Ben Pickell made an appearance with the Kingston Frontenacs during their preseason, but we just weren't sure if he was, having that chance to prove himself with the Frontenacs organization, or maybe he was just up there to, build some more OHL experience before heading back down to the OJHL. Well, it's official. The Kingston Frontenacs have signed former Barrie Colt, Ben Pickell, to the Kingston Frontenacs organization, and I believe he's going to be a great asset to this Frontenacs organization going forward. The last piece of news I just wanted to touch up on. Now, from what I've heard from Mike Poirier himself on his YouTube channel, as well as a few rumors that I've been doing research on too, well, it doesn't seem like Colby Barlow is going to be staying on the Owen Sound Attack roster much longer now. He is an NHL prospect of the Winnipeg Jets. It sounds like Colby Barlow might be making an appearance back into the OHL this coming season, but it probably won't be with the Owen Sound Attack. It looks like Colby Barlow, he could be on his way to playing with another OHL franchise this upcoming season. He's apparently finishing up his NHL training camp before coming back down to the OHL, but it doesn't look like he's going to be staying in Owen Sound. Sounds like he might want to change in scenery, but from what I've been hearing and what Mike Poirier was also talking about on his previous video, he might be making an appearance on an Eastern Conference team. So it doesn't sound like Colby Barlow will be spending this coming season in Owen Sound. We'll have to keep an eye on this news, but this might be the next big trade that we see in the OHL potentially. I mean, we've seen multiple big trades coming out of the OHL, especially, when there was Dallas Stars prospect that the Barrie Colts just acquired in Tristan Bertucci, as well as Ryerson Leanders getting traded to the Brantford Bulldogs from the Brampton Steelheads. So this could be the next big trade that we see coming out of the OHL. But until then, be sure to like this video, subscribe, tell your friends, and tune into this channel for more upcoming videos as we get closer to the regular season for the Ontario Hockey League. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.